Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium, everyone, the home of the Fresno State Bulldogs. And for a team whose mantra is anytime, any place, anywhere, it's always good to be home. And these fans have shown out for the clash we have ahead of us. Today, a pair of Pac-12 teams getting set to square off in a game that could have season-long implications. As we'll see, the Akron Zips taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Fresno State Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. That's some way to start this game. They're lining up for an onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Offense getting set for first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. From the gun, the running back has it. Tough sledding there as he picks up one to the 29.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll go with a direct snap. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Lets it fly. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Crosses the 35. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Still running at the 40. And he's running in the open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Zip.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. Wide receiver shows motion. Snap it to the back. Oh, look out. There he goes. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Quarterback checking the play. Looking for a crease. It's Greer. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with the score tied 7-7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Motion from the offense. On second down, wants to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's caught! Touchdown, Fresno State!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Defense in press coverage. Leaves it with the back. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. And the Zips moving quickly to the line. Leaves it with the running back. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Lining up to convert third down. The give to the back. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. The Zips come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll leave it with him. At the 40, there he goes. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it first and 10 just outside the 40. Here's the handoff. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's first and 10. The give to the back. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
No, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the tailback. They stop him right on the edge of the red zone. A pickup of 5 to the 20.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. On the option. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
This is a running back, man, that just finds a way to get it done. Critical 4th down. Everyone thinking they're going to throw the football, but they hand it off to him, and he helps keep this drive alive.
Got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Akron! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a two-time All-American know this game is not over. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Northwestern. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
He makes a catch. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Give to the running back. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They're getting this guy lathered up. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
The O-line gets an attaboy for that play. How about the time they gave their quarterback? Beautiful pocket. They allowed him to survey the field, find his open guy. This offensive line, they are gelling early.
Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. On the ground, it's Greer. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want, fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
It is perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Here's the return from inside his 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll give it to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. And the Zips get it past the sticks. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Coming out. A shot toward the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 kicks remaining on the clock.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Defense calls the timeout, trying to build up the nerves with this kicker. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Quickly gets back on top of it and prevents a turnover.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He'll run it again. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. The Zips are in the hurry up. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. To the ground with the back. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message, going for it this close to his own end zone. They'll go with the running game on 4th down here. And the Zips get enough for the first down.
And the gamble pays off, David. Not a lot of programs, not a lot of coaches would want to go for it down deep in their own end like that, but they turn around to hand it off, and hey, they get the first down.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's analytics that say go for it, and there's spreadsheets that say go for it. It's becoming the norm, but, man, there's obviously a lot of risk, a lot of reward. But it doesn't matter because you got the first down, a new set of downs. Now go take this thing down the field and score.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. The give is to Williams. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
The Zips will line it up on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll try the run. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. And the Zips will hustle to the line. Right back to him. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
And listen, the QB gave everything he had, right? He tried to get the first down. He even laid out. He wasn't worried about getting whacked. He tried to get the first down. Good effort, but just comes up a little bit short.
The give is to Williams. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
2nd down coming up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. This is a designed run. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. And after 3, the game is tied.
First down to start the drive after the break. They're going to ride this running back. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd down.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Akron.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Wide out in motion. They'll go to the ground. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He makes the connection. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that 4th down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy's not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a 4th quarter lead. But they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in position to win.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Touchdown, Zips! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. They'll line up for the extra point, and at this juncture, every point matters. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Hawaii is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Oahu, one of the more majestic places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arkansas. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Fresno State takes over in the offense. We'll go back to work. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. They'll run it from the gun. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Running back searching for a hole. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Looking to move it through the air. Unleashes one deep. Go to the end zone. It's picked off.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing. It's late in the game. You're having to throw the football. You're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of a DB. Nice job by the defense.
Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the fourth quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
2nd down, and the defense has no choice but to sell out to stop the run. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. A 3rd and long coming up here. Scanning the field, it's Mallet. Got his man quickly. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Gutsy play call. There are a lot of coaches out there that would have run the football, try to keep the clock going, or force your opponent to use more timeouts. They throw for it on 3rd down. They get the completion, and with that, they should win this game.
So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you